Hello, welcome back to Pepper Root Gaming. I'm Dirg.
And I'm Dragoon.
Thanks for watching. This week we are back into whipped mines, and I have the hot potato, which means I have all the power.
And all
Dragoon
of
can
the
do nothing to stop me.
and all of the chaos you set up for yourself.
Right. There is all of that too that you did not get hit with last week, unfortunately.
Yeah. The pendulum swings back.
Yeah. It's too slow. Hey, Mother of Chaos. How was your
Hey,
week?
good evening. It was great, Dirk. Thanks for asking. I appreciate that.
How was your week? I guess I should ask you, huh?
It was acceptable.
Acceptable, that's good. It's better than the alternative.
It is. There's room up, there's room down. We're seated somewhere, maybe not comfortably, but acceptably
Purgatory?
in the middle. Sure. Yeah. Less fire, brimstone, or winged figures battling over our souls.
Right. Don't mind me while I just get a glimpse over the fort, see what we have going on. I feel like it's been a little while since we've done that.
A minute. Less blood than I expected, but still more tantruming dwarves than I would like. I've had a sleepy LDO on my person much of today.
We snores.
That's pretty cute.
Set up a bunch of these bedrooms still.
Yeah, that's a jerk job.
Indeed. What was the setup we had going? Cabinet here, chest there. Got it.
So you're seeing the building plan tool from DFHack right now. That's why it may look a little different. One of the things it does is let you place a silhouette of an object. And then as it's built or becomes available, it lets you, they'll automatically place it later. So basically you can pre-place objects without having to have them built, which feels like a, kind of like a micromanaging annoyance in the base game. So this doesn't feel like cheating to me.
Now we hit that.
Yep.
It's not saying P.
Or planned.
Place it. Or, I guess planned, yeah.
Mother of Chaos says, the week got better in some ways and harder in others. Yeah. We had some, work had ups and downs. Life was, pretty good. But weather had its ups and downs too. We had the classic regional weather where it's like 30 degrees up in a day and then 20 degrees down and then like 30 degrees back up again. Thunderstorms, mass chaos.
Weird weather, didn't we?
Yeah. It was like 40. Now it's 70. Now it's 50. And now it's 80.
You never dipped into the snow?
Was that this week? I think that was last week.
This week we had snow and hailstorms.
Oh, well, yeah. Okay, so I got snow, but I don't remember hail. At least not where I was.
It only lasted maybe 20 minutes. Cabinets.
Oh man, stuff caught on fire at the end of last week. I mean, I hope that's not literal. I hope it's just kind of like the metaphorical fiery chaos. Literal fire. I mean, that's one of the worst things. I think it's probably ahead of floods. It
Gender
was
reveal
literal.
party.
Oh no. What is everyone okay? What happened? Was it arson? Do you know who it was? Are the cops on the case? A couple of coworkers went to help out. I hope this isn't going to turn into a not arson. Felt like this was going to turn into like a true crime story. Like a couple of coworkers went to help out. They never came back. Recovered cell phone,
out.
GPS. Yeah. How did I miss this many bedrooms?
I
Oh, I
think you
think
just didn't look south.
I think I also gave up. I think I was like, oh, I'll handle the rest of this later. We don't need to do this on camera. And then promptly forgot about it for 2 episodes.
Yep, if we don't do it on camera, we'll never do it.
Yep. From what I heard, someone's burn got out of control. Now, is this like a normal campfire, or is this like a controlled burn that became uncontrolled? Was this like a teenage fire? It was like, you're not my real fire pit, and took off. This was possibly someone's yard waste burn. You're not supposed to burn yard waste. Because then, forest fires happen. But also, it's probably not the best use of your yard waste. You should probably dispose of it, how your waste management company tells you to. And I doubt it's burn it in the yard.
Solve it in acid.
No, see, there's this fun thing about organic plant matter. It's that microbes eat it just fine. So you could just literally leave it anywhere and it'll eventually decompose into nothing. Hot tip. Especially when a burn ban is in effect. Yeah, that's a good reason. So they didn't, if a burn ban is in effect and the fire started in one place, do they like trace it back to who it was? Like, is there just like obvious scorch marks leading to someone's like burnt down Rubbermaid garbage can? They probably got in big trouble. I hope so.
Trouble.
I think it's, it depends on where you are, and it depends on how safe you are with fire. In general, I don't live in the entire United States, so I don't know. But, yeah, I feel like in general, burning yard waste is probably not the best idea. And if you're not out there watching it, rude. You just endangered a whole bunch of people's lives. Not cool, bro.
Oh,
good.
Free reign of the first caverns.
Oh yeah, if you don't set yeah, we might want to start building some access tunnels or something to start cordoning off areas. We're one forgotten beast away from a real bad time. Your husband is terrified of fire because his mom had a burn get out of control. Yeah, that'll do it. Fire is pretty terrifying when you're a kid. I remember one time I had a toaster oven that I was cooking something in. I don't remember what it was. It was either me or my sister cooking something in. I can't remember. But it was on... It was on too long and it caught fire, and it was totally manageable. Like the fire was just starting to like hit the glass door in the front and like come through the little air gap. Burning too long, it could have absolutely become unsafe, but it was at a point where like you could just unplug it and go anywhere else with it. I don't remember how old I was, but I was a younger kid, and I remember like losing my mind. I was like so panicked I couldn't think of anything to do other than to yell fire. And I think my dad came in and just like unplugged it and walked out into the garage. But you know, yeah, little kids are not good at disasters. Well,
it's probably a good
hardly
thing
a
you yelled it
disaster.
when you did.
Yeah.
I'm amazed your dad was so calm about it.
um, I mean, he was hurrying, but he wasn't like, there's no cursing or anything
Okay.
involved. It was just like unplug, walk out, set it down. It wasn't a situation where he like turned to me and he's like, "Really?" Yeah, he presented more calmly. So sounds like no roasting chestnuts on an open fire at your house in the holidays. No. Are you even allowed to use the broiler, or is that like off limits? Can you even get chestnuts? Yeah, I've actually. Well,
Done
let
it
me
here.
let me preface that. I've seen raw chestnuts within the last 5 years that you could get and roast yourself. I can't say that I'm ever looking for them. That's not a thing that I want, but I did know that they did exist.
You mean roast the chestnuts, right? Not
Yeah,
yourself.
yeah, roast the chestnuts. Don't roast your own nuts unless they're chestnuts. Or
They're more like grain nuts, not chestnuts.
if they are on your chest, absolutely seek
Defy
medical attention.
gravity.
Wait, is that what happens if you don't ever hit puberty? They just keep ascending?
They never drop, they go up.
Yeah.
Oh, bad.
It gives me crud for running the broiler. Roasting is less than planting endangered chestnuts. I didn't know they were endangered.
I didn't know that.
Who's out there poaching chestnuts? Taking pictures, flaunting them, posed over the chestnuts, getting them taxidermied to put on their office wall. Dicks.
Ouch, those are harsh words.
Yeah, and I got more of them. Mother frickers. They make me gosh darn mad. Crud.
It took 7 clicks.
Yeah, you gotta pause it.
If I pause it, nothing will ever get done.
That's true. Isn't the American chestnut nearly extinct? This looks like a job for Google.
Google. Winston got reelected.
Oh, good. The American Chestnut Foundation says, despite its demise as a lumber and nut crop species, the American chestnut is not extinct. But let's dig out, because not extinct does not mean flourishing. It's a large, fast-growing, deciduous tree of the beech family, native to eastern North America. It is, I'm glad I looked. It is, its conservation status is critically endangered, which is just south of the threatened bracket. So it goes from extinct to EW, which I'm not sure what that is. And then in the threatened bracket in the middle, there's critically endangered. It looks like endangered, then vulnerable. Then I assume NT is like not threatened, and LC is least concern. So I guess on a scale of 1 to 5, it's a 4. NT is not threatened. Thank you.
Did get this all plugged up.
Oh, yeah. I forgot that was the end of the last episode, was the controlled cave-ins / dumping that one unhappy miner into the caverns lake. Whoops. But it's okay. She climbed out. So now you need to pump that water out and dig a little deeper.
Yeah. Just trying to decide where to go about doing that. Maybe break some floor and do it.
You could do that. I was thinking you could set it up. If you remove that wall to the right, you'd be able to maybe punch through the floor, and then you could just spit it back out on the other side.
That makes sense. Good thinking.
And then the pump would block it from coming back in, so I think that should be reliable.
We're going to move the kitchen and a still down here.
That's pretty smart. Give the cavern attackers something to drink before they come up to murder everyone.
Right. Yeah. Hopefully they can't handle their alcohol.
LDO had a funny moment with carrot puree the other day. I'm almost terrified to ask.
Did it go up the nose?
Did it come out the other end? The not nose? So I was also just listening to Putnam, the new programmer on the team. The next patch sounds like it's going to have some pretty incredible performance gains.
Oh yeah, that's good.
The Putnam's word is somewhere between 70 to 80% improvement for pretty much everyone.
Wow.
Yeah.
Is that just for new games?
No.
Oh, cool.
Like the interaction between dwarves looking at each other, the way the stock screen works, and the way something else I can't remember, but all that got retooled and heavily optimized. And and the graphics are now going to be actually processed on your graphics processor instead of all in software in your CPU. So offloading that stuff. Why are you placing it? Put it on the track.
There's an issue. Someone's running up there to put something in a stockpile too.
I wonder why. I let it auto place, so it should have only placed it in valid places. He whacked a spoonful up into his eye and left a giant glob on the inner corner of his eye. We joke that he heard they were good for the eyes. Sure. That's why you've never seen a rabbit with glasses.
I'm sure that's the only reason.
What? It's one of my grandfather's favorite jokes.
You know, that was a made-up thing too, right?
I think it was just like I think it was just a not as true as advertised thing.
It's a World War II deception tactic of the British, I believe, to spread that carrots are good for their eyes, and that's how the pilots are seeing everything that they're seeing, instead of letting on that they have such advanced radar technology.
It's kind of funny. Look, he's walking down the track.
Yeah, he moved it from halfway up the track to the final resting spot. So I think someone just got distracted by a Thrips or something while pushing it into place.
Okay.
That's my theory, at least.
Vitamin E is good for them, though. It's just not a magical food. Yeah, that makes sense. I think somebody was saying, I was watching this video from it. One, I will preface this that I am not a food scientist. Two, I have heard from multiple food scientists who completely and absolutely disagree with each other on just about all points. But the subject matter of the video was that honey and agave nectar are like, even though they are like lower glycemic index, they are not really better for you in any way. Because even though it takes longer to digest, they're just as bad, or in some cases they can be worse. Especially, if you're diabetic, it's not like you can just have it and be fine. It's certainly not a replacement. But that's another, like, one of those food things that's like, carrots are good for the eyes, and it's like, well, they contain this, thing that is used by the eyes, but it doesn't have enough of a beneficial effect, or you'd have to eat 3 million carrots for it to be beneficial. Yeah, it's still sugar.
Yeah.
Who's going to put everybody to work, huh?
Want to do it at a very low priority. Get people out of the hangout areas.
It looks like everything started blinking. Yeah, here they go.
Good. Next
Somebody
to go
sounded
all
the
the way down
alarm.
to the bottom. Dairy-free ice cream, huh? I don't think I've ever had dairy-free ice cream.
In my opinion, it really depends who mates it. There's a place around us that called Mitchell's, and they have dairy-free ice cream that is pretty good. And there's other places where I've had dairy-free ice cream, and it was not. Oh, yeah. Oat milk is great. I generally feel kind of weird about milk anyway. I had grandparents who were not awesome at food safety. Out in the garage was good enough for everything you couldn't fit in the fridge. Which, I mean, depending on your climate, but where we live, that's certainly not true.
Is that just winter or all year round?
No, year round.
Because my parents would put the milk out in the garage in winter.
Yeah,
that's probably because we
winter,
went through a gallon a day.
Right, and in the winter, that's fine. But yeah, we had a lot of food that was not great. Like, my grandma would come over and be like, "Oh, I made you this," and there was kind of an unspoken to her. There was a known rule inside the house that if grandma brought over food, you'd thank her and you'd take it and be very polite, and then as soon as she left, you'd throw it out. And this was not unfounded. It's not like we were just like being rude and distrustful. Like, there was very often very obvious signs of either spoilage or intrusion.
Well, you just cut around those parts, right?
Not when it's a soup.
That's what spoons are for. Scoop it out.
That's what a strainer is for.
Nah, then you'll take out all the good stuff.
It was not good stuff. I mean, I guess if you were like, I don't know, in Anteater or whatever eats grain moths.
Gotta
There's
put
one
some
time.
books somewhere.
Oh yeah, we don't have a library or anything yet, do we?
No, we've got the scroll blocking the door. We can't set it as trash to dump it. So it's just going to sit there until someone picks it up.
I don't think they ever will. They don't have a place to take it to.
Yep, that's why I just made a couple bookcases. Just trying to decide where to put them.
You can put it by the temples.
That's a good idea.
Welcome to Dirg's Book Nook.
We had lots of kids' books.
Make sure you put an adult section somewhere.
Behind a curtain.
Yeah, I was going to say, does Dwarf Fortress have beaded curtains? You just put them in the hallway.
You said buyout. Okay, we'll put one in each.
I meant repurpose one of the dugout areas to be a library.
Oh, that's what you meant. Okay.
And you can't put
That's
adult
completely
books
different
just
than what
out
you
in the
said.
hallway. I meant by the temple zone. I could have definitely stated that better. Just so you know, you're still under barotrauma. How is that true? I mean, I know how it's true.
I
Oh,
didn't change the tags. Whoops.
I got it.
You got it?
I got it.
Thanks, Iron Noodle.
Dirk's in trouble.
You have a good one, too. Yeah.
Well, thanks for tuning in for barotrauma. Sorry to disappoint. I mean, I understand why.
It's a good game. Nice little library.
Yeah.
What else can I get into? See if they get the area dug out. The wall. Yeah. There's no floor there. Do we need to construct it on top of floor?
You need to have the standing tile have a floor. So you would want to, yeah, put a floor there. And then you would need to have the tile behind it be channeled. So remove that floor and then put a floor where you're putting it.
Sort by location. Avocado. You can walk all the way from the surface. Probably wait until they construct that to have them deconstruct that floor, just in case I don't construct on a diagonal. These are done. There's a stable and the kitchen.
Combat noises.
Oh yeah. Look at that. Cool.
I wonder if it's yeah, there you go.
At least 4 of them.
GD Thrips.
No one has seen a dead body yet, though.
No, the Thrips got knocked unconscious. I guess somebody gave the Thrips a hard, like sturdy slap and stunned it.
This bard's having a hard day.
No one liked my song. I totally forgot the middle of that poem. And then a giant bug attacks me? Gee whiz. Does he have an instrument with him? Do you think he hit him with like the dwarven equivalent of a baby piano?
Looked like he was getting 2 brained. Let's say that's the second Thrips, I think.
Gee golly, mister, this is the pits. I you just reminded me when we were growing up, my it's my my aunt and uncle's kids. They wanted them to they wanted them to be like very polite and not learn curse words. So when they were like upset about something, they basically told them like the word you can use is rats. So they like come over and like something happened. They were just like, "Oh, rats!" It was like, "I'm sorry, what decade are you from?" It was just like it felt so anachronistic. It's like, I'm gonna go hang out with Sally down at the soda shop. Oh, rats! I tore my trousers. Now, you used to make up words in general, or you used to make up your own curse words? I mean, both
Like
are interesting. Yeah. Oh, figgle pits.
Yeah.
Friggle fragum frogum foof. How close was I? I mean, that's half just the Swedish chef. Frogum. Oh, yeah, I said frugum. Should have looked for the diacritic.
He'd have a strange mood. Missed that. I think he's already building it. Probably would have gone insane.
Working so furiously.
Still fighting out there. Oh, Dwarven child's punching a woodcutter.
Tantruming?
Yeah,
Yep.
throwing a tantrum.
Oh, but now he's playing.
He's playing while throwing a tantrum.
So is he taking like one of those little dwarven puzzle cubes and throwing it at other dwarfs?
Niggard.
This is a dwarven child. Beards all rustled. Hair's obviously slept on. Hasn't been combed in days. There's like...
Where did they come from? Their mother and father are part of our civilization.
One's a peasant. Oh, those are uncles. So it must be visiting.
Just a child?
Yeah, came to live with the aunt and uncles.
Oh. Was that bard that was having a bad time with
yeah,
it? No, the child killed that one.
Is it the same bard?
Maybe.
Great. He like came downstairs like, you'll never believe what happened. This giant bug attacked me. And then this kid just punches his head off.
In the neck. Tearing the upper spine's nervous tissue.
Oh my god, paralyzed him and he dropped his Ertl.
Yeah. It's a scary child.
Yeah. You better be careful with that. You might want to set up a justice system. I bet oh no, I think we have one. We just need the captain of the guard to investigate it. Oh, we have
it. Oh shoot! What was that kid's name?
I don't think it was the right one. I think we want to look for the bard. There we go. Injured party, the bard. And everyone is accusing the same person. So I would interrogate Reardist.
Reardist is a child. Unless that's a completely different thing. Here it is, the Dwarven child.
It's good that we have so many different instances of disorderly conduct.
Yeah. Reardist, and unknown.
I mean,
51 witnesses.
Yeah. Oh my god, that's pretty much like, I need everyone to know that I'm going to punch this guy in the face. I mean...
Done it in the one church.
You should probably just interrogate him anyway for that one, right?
Like finding him. Was there a search? There is not a search. Is it alphabetical?
There's not
no,
a
it is
search
not
yet.
alphabetical.
No, it's by order of arrival.
Oh my goodness. No search, not alphabetical. No
so
alternative sorting.
So it is broken up a little bit. So it's all fortress members, and then it's like pets, and then it is visitors, and then it's deceased. So if you use like shift and scroll, you can start to see like where the edges are.
I think we're already where we should be seeing people who have joined. We're getting like the Wolverine men, the humans.
Well, then maybe there's some other sorting going on. But if you, I would shift scroll, and then you'll get to like a wall of usually dead people.
Can't be fast enough to keep up with that.
Well, there was a, there we go. So there'll be more that are definitely visitors below that row of deceased. And then there'll be, yeah. So if you want to have some fun, you should probably interview or interrogate that goat person and that Wolverine person, just to learn more about them.
They went that far down.
Mm-mm. Yep, interrogate again. And then whenever you find that Wolverine person, you'll see it's waiting to be scheduled or already scheduled. And then you can choose the next one as well. Welcome to Dwarven Justice.
Got a beard on this guy? He's got a bigger beard than the dwarves.
It might be a face covering.
Maybe.
I don't know enough about those crime dramas to try and imitate them. Although I know Ice-T likes to ask, like, obvious questions, like really incredulous. He's like, you're telling me that this dude likes to make love to peanut butter? It's like, yeah, man.
Wonderful
we were
Ice-T.
just... I know. I probably did him a great injustice, but it was said with love.
Oh, man.
One of my favorite early Ice-T cinematography moments is in Johnny Mnemonic, when I think he's one of the freedom fighters. What were they called? Were they like techers or something?
That movie too well. It's not well enough, I guess.
Let's see. J-Bone. J-Bone was his name. Oh. Let's see. I remember, so my, when did I watch that movie? Oh, I think the first time I watched that movie, we were visiting my aunt and uncle at their house. And all the kids were supposed to go to bed. But they had this massive, very loud TV in their living room. And they were watching this movie. And, like, I was a kid and I couldn't sleep. And also the TV was crazy loud, and we're staying in some strange place I'd never been. So, like, sleep was not going to happen. So I go downstairs and I was going to get a drink of water, but then I'm like standing in the hallway, just watching this wild movie. So I've always had a soft spot in my heart for Johnny Mnemonic, even though it's a very inventive movie. I wouldn't go so far as to say that it's a good movie, but it's one I definitely enjoy watching.
There's a Keanu movie, right?
No, what was that last name? I think I missed it.
I'm not going to try again.
No. I mean, I think your mic cut out or something. It's it's Keanu, and then I can think of it. What's his last name, Dirk?
It was on the tip of my tongue, and it left me halfway through the words, so it's gone now.
What does it start with?
It's not coming back. Okay.
I would say that is it, and it's still gone. You've thought the first letter, and you still can't remember it.
Yeah,
I think his name is its own mnemonic. Like,
I know, right? It's terrible.
It's like with people in high school, how you always refer to them by their first and last name. Like, you always refer to this actor by their first and last name, like at all times. And they're famous just for like being a good guy. I didn't.
Is it Reeves or is it Reeves? I think it's Reeves.
Mother of Chaos, you're killing me. Oh my God, this This episode's gonna be Keanu Reads. Well, welcome to Dirk's Book Nook, where Keanu reads.
Well, that's where I was going with it.
Oh, I think you were going nowhere with it, and I loved pitting you into that corner.
Tried going nowhere with it. You wouldn't let me.
Mm-mm. Oh my God, William Gibson wrote the screenplay for that movie.
I don't know who that is.
He's a very famous sci-fi writer.
Sure he is.
He is.
Are you messing with me?
No.
Uh-huh.
I always tell you when I'm messing with you as soon as you ask. My God, I am watching the trailer for this, especially the VR points of it. They're just so good. Like, he's like, hold on, I'm going to hack the internet. First, I gotta open the globe. Then I need to click on the country for the website I want to go to. Like, it's... Oh my God. So
Someone
funny.
made a personal treasure. I think that might be our first one of that.
Yeah. How unpatriotic.
Doctor's dressing a wound. Another bard.
Dirk's never heard of him, so he doesn't exist.
Right? That's how it works.
You were rather confident. You were like, William Gibson, that's a made-up name. No one has that name.
Ooh.
You're like, oh, their name's William Gibson and they write books? Come on, pull the other one.
Well, it's William Wallace.
Uh-huh. Who played William Wallace?
No one. Played himself.
Oh, yeah?
Uh-huh.
That movie was a, like an autobiography? A video autobiography? That's a good trick, penning the rest of it before he died.
Right. There's more of a what would have happened.
Well, then it's not an autobiography, is it?
But he was still played by himself.
No. Now I'm worried that you think the actor in that movie was literally named William Wallace.
It was it's the Gibson guy. Mel Gibson.
We got there.
We got there in the end. I need sleep.
Typing while being beat up by a 4-month-old is hard. I'd agree. They have such tiny fists, so even though there's not a lot of mass behind them, they're sharp. I'm sure at 4 months old, they probably got like those little razor sharp baby nails.
Captain of the Guard's getting physical. And if he was interrogating
Interrogating the dog?
well, someone that brought their dog. Let's see.
Oh, yeah.
Much deference
Well,
operating.
The captain of the guard was also one of the tantruming dwarves, so...
Oh, he killed the farmer. Can he interrogate himself?
Yes. I think so.
Interesting.
Or at least they can admit to the crime to somebody on their squad. So if you go to intelligence, ooh, this ought to be fun. If you go to intelligence, okay. So as investigations happen, they'll start to show up here. You'll see the results.
At least we need more metal cages and chains.
They're desired. But yeah, apparently cages aren't considered, which seems like a bug. So you'd want to do
Just
ropes
chains.
anyway. Yeah, ropes or chains. I just trimmed his nails and they're still sharp. Yeah. Babies don't get into the any of that foraging in the ground or smacking them with blocks until later. So they get cut and they stay sharp.
Make sure we killed everyone that tried to steal that thing. So just won't worry about that.
Yeah. Although you can use the cold cases to you can leave
Cover
those
things.
open. Yeah, and then you can just interrogate everyone who comes into the fort. This kid's gonna have a bad time.
Chained up for a long time.
As soon as that interview happens. But if your captain of the guard is still throwing a fit, I don't know if it's gonna happen anytime soon. You should look at the list. See what he's doing. So he's in the monster squad. Does the monster squad have other members right now?
Yeah, it's a full squad.
Okay. Go back to the justice tab. I think it's in there. And then go to Fortress Guard. Cool. So as cases get assigned, they'll get, one of the dwarves will take on the case and do whatever they need to do.
Gotcha.
But I think by default, the captain of the guard will start the investigation. So good. Yep. Throwing a tantrum. Punched out a dog. Sounds great.
Yeah, here's something. See him? Earth?
No. Probably
Stealthy.
stacked on top of somebody else.
Yeah. Maybe we should swap out who the captain of the guard is.
Sure.
We're starting to get into justice stuff, and they are always tantruming.
Yeah. Yeah, unfortunately, he's the only one who has any skills in it thus far.
He's just a novice, though.
Yeah.
Not a big loss. I forget why we chose them to begin with.
I think it was... I don't know. I'd hesitate to go back and look at that first video because it was probably like, this guy's free.
Yeah, most likely. Poet? Maybe
Sure.
have a human dishing out dwarven rules?
That's probably not good. But I like id... you keep scrolling. Endo Crash? I think that's just a very impressive name anyway.
Looking for that Wolverine man or the goat.
Real scrappy.
Not on the list.
Maybe he's still a visitor. I don't know if he's applied for citizenship yet.
What?
Guess not.
Id Endocrash.
Like it.
To make that guy lose his bedroom and his office and everything.
You just gonna expel him?
Yep. Well, not kick him out of the fortress, because drama's fun.
Okay. By drama, I feel like setting Dragoon up for failure is fun.
Uh-huh.
We were starting this so cooperative, and it's just it's just degraded every episode. He's like, Id, listen, buddy, your name's been buzzing around the office. I've come up in a lot of conversations. Oh, yeah? What for? Well, thinking about a promotion, Id. I think we're going to make you captain of the guard. Oh, my God, that's incredible. I don't really have any qualifications. That's just fine, Id. We're going to take you on anyway. We're going to train you up. Really throw you down into the trenches. You're going to have to work hard, but I'm sure you get through it. Wow, why did you choose me? Id, because nobody else wanted the job.
Sounds about right.
Because the old guy went crazy.
Just gone alphabetical.
Were you looking for the previous guy?
No, looking for Id. There he is.
Id endo crashed, yeah.
Sure, they're in a good mood.
Oh yeah, right there. I feel good. No.
Oh, good. Delighted remembering watching a performance.
It's like, oh man, that rendition of Wicked was incredible.
You walked by the corpse pile, apparently.
Or
Didn't
just
feel anything about it.
might have just tooled around the caverns.
Maybe. We got the dragon's dead body here, though.
Yeah. Well, that should be in the volcano by now.
This fighting is still going. Oh, it's just standing up.
Somebody went dog tipping.
Captain of the guard. Previous captain of the guard.
Right. Although it looked like he just went through and tipped over all the dogs, unless they kept collapsing.
That was one dog.
I know he stood up a lot.
Probably broke his leg or something. Stumbling around.
More combat noises.
Big group of them. Administrator.
Yeah, I think he was the captain of the guard. Now he's just an administrator.
Oh, yeah. I think you're right. I think that is his name, or her name, rather.
Well, I would get him set up for an interview right quick.
Oh, yeah. He did kill someone. We got 2 here. That's that one. If I can't do the murder because it happened before he or she got booted from the position.
I think somebody will report it eventually, and then you'll get it. Or they might just admit to it when they're being interrogated, because they'll admit things about everything. It also there might be chances that the interrogator will fail. So you could take the other cases and use that to interview them multiple times. I think you passed it. I think Rigoth was closer to the top.
No, I'm looking for Ushrir Hollow Wings. Something like that. First name, right? And the last. Skin.
I think the translated name was shown but here it's all their Dwarven names.
That's even less helpful.
I know. I think you can nickname them, though, and then the nickname shows up here. Somebody should take all these names and turn it into one of those, like, polka raps.
Mid Etor. Zombie, Tekka, Rakost, Elro, Koga, Zon, Uzan, Sodel, Kogasak, Zassit, Zanleg, Dishamab. Catch 'em, gotta catch 'em all. Gotta catch 'em all. Ushir. I give up.
You just stopped. Like, you got
give
to the
up.
chorus, which would have been a natural conclusion, but then you started on another verse and then bailed after one name.
That's how I roll.
Mm-hmm.
Leave you hanging for more, right?
Ooh, an astronomer.
They don't teach us in some. Get down here. All set.
You'll need to channel that floor right behind it. And then you'll need to open up the wall just above it. So go one, you're going to want to go one more to the east. Yep.
Why?
Well,
Wouldn't
yeah,
it just
you know what?
roll
No,
off?
I'm sorry. Yep, you can do that.
Okay.
You should do that. I had it in my head that it was going to be flush with that right-hand side, but it absolutely doesn't need to be.
This here screw and pipe section saying will link later means we need to make them. Is that correct?
That's correct.
Okay. And since that's not something we have set to auto build, should probably get that taken care of. Pipe section, was it?
Yep.
Okay.
You can throw the exclamation points on those just to make it now.
I'll be working on that corkscrew. I'll knock the other out after it. Getting chitin for those thrips. If we can do something with that.
I can't recall. I think you can make chitin armor, or shell armor at least.
I think you're right.
I don't think it's great. I don't know if it's even better than leather, but it's better than nothing.
Goat Woman has not joined our group yet.
Hit the feather on her real quick. It was a her, right? Yeah.
You got a name for
okay.
it?
No. I was checking to see if maybe she was lying about her name.
Nothing? Not even like Barbara.
Okay, well, that has to be it now. Don't forget, I mean, like, what's her job?
Hard.
Nailed it. I think you have to hit enter to commit. And commit you should. Perfect.
Should be easy to spot in a list now.
Oh, yeah. That Wolverine man around?
Probably hanging out in there.
It's not. Suspicious.
He's actually part of our civilization. We're down in the praying
There he is.
room. Yeah, meditate on death.
Gamka.
This is not us either. Thought maybe it would be one of the two of them.
Yeah.
Be a nice coincidence. Last two spots. What's this doing?
I think we turned it into a guild. Yeah.
This is officially a guild hall. This one is for miners. What do you want to make the next one for?
Oh, I just realized the miners was called the Walled Rocks.
It pulls from a list for each one of suitable names.
So it picked one that was rock related?
I assume so.
That's not my understanding, but it's likely true.
Okay.
Let me rephrase that. I should have said, I didn't know that. That's not my understanding. Sounded confrontational.
I didn't take it confrontational.
Thank you.
We've got farmers and we've got the miners. What do you think? Cook hall? Or is there one for like bards?
I think there's one for combat. Oh, you know what? No, probably doctor.
Oh, yeah. Doctor, diagnostician.
I think if you do doctor, it's effectively all. Because I think some of those are roll-ups.
Gotcha.
Like miner also covers stone smoothing and engraving, I think.
Okay. Dignified saint.
Yeah, they do seem pretty related.
One more. Well, we can see how many workers. Four rangers. So far, that's the most. 8 metalsmiths.
Oh, metalsmith is probably good.
6 weaponsmiths. I think metalsmith is just the furniture and blocks, isn't it?
You know, I don't know.
$39 farmers. Okay, we've still got 10 planters. I think that probably falls under farmer, though.
It does. Okay, metalsmith. It looks like it encapsulates furnace operators, weaponsmiths, armor, blacksmith, and
see, there's
metal
a metal
crafter.
crafter. That's what I was thinking of. So, metalsmith. How far up was that? Not that far. Here it is. Gravel
a
of
roll up.
gems. Armors were the flowery cactus.
Nice. I think I missed it earlier. Did you put that library in a zone?
Did not. Good thinking. Let's see. We want to
I
do
think
that
it's
as.
under gathering hall or like a meeting area.
I did see that in there, but I wasn't sure if it should be an office, though, if we plan on
No,
bookkeeping
hover,
is in there. But I think that's...
hov- I think it's somewhere else. Hover over meeting area. Taverns, temples, halls, and the like. I thought it was meeting area, but I might be wrong. Oh yeah, new library. Yeah, Library of Armories. It's so funny. There's so many things in this game that like I do instinctually, or I like don't remember searching through all the menus. I just remember that I did it. So whenever we come back to it, it's like, oh, what do I do to do this? It's like, I don't remember. And on stream is not the right place to click through 40 menus, but I don't remember.
We just stole the thing, I think. Oh, no, they want a planter guild hall.
Yeah, they want their own guild.
Of course, it happens right after we assign all the other ones. Dirt. Across. Doing that.
And you should check on the justice and then down at that screw pump. I think go to just intelligence, and then you should see. Okay. So click on the report. And attempted to intimidate. Okay. So tried to intimidate, and it was the wrong option. Didn't learn anything. So I think you can right click and it goes back. Hit the next one. Okay. So they admitted. Yep. So they admitted who they are and, that they are who they are and that they came here to entertain. Just an honest bard. So you don't know
information on those.
You know there is a plot. Yeah, but you didn't get anything yet. Subject confessed to multiple crimes. Oh. All right. So if you go to
Cases and then convict.
Yep.
Confessed. 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 Is it for
you
him?
need to interview Nil, it looks like. Nil and Rakist.
Yeah. Up for it. At least Nil is for all of theirs, and I think we only got the one for Rakist. Couple.
I just didn't get around to the interview yet. Oop, there you go.
These are all new ones.
Rakist, buddy. You're... Oh, no.
Freya the Terrifying. Boar Biter. What was this one for? Just disorderly conduct?
Yep. Well, might as well interview.
You don't have to convict.
Right.
Just give her a slap on the wrist instead of a hammer to the foot.
Right. Check out convicts real quick. I don't know if it populates it yet.
Oh, it did populate.
It does. So as soon as they process it, they should list what the crimes are and how long the prison sentence is.
Okay. Just praying. Do you think they'll pull him out of the church?
Oh, absolutely. As soon as the captain of the guard goes to administer justice, they will grab them and drag them wherever. When they do the interviews, they grab them and drag them to their office.
Thinking about it. Let's get some chains. Do you remember what we have a lot of? Copper?
I don't. Yeah, I think copper is probably good. Copper or lead. I think we both had a bunch of.
You can scroll down to it. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's a bug. After a certain amount of entries, you can't scroll down anymore.
Stonefly. What a name.
Mm-hmm. All right, looks like they're going to start mining. Let's check out that screw pump.
Right.
Sweet.
Getting filled up too. Efficiency.
Yeah, and now they just need to get those rocks out of there.
Yeah.
I was wondering how long it was going to take you to use the bulk tool.
You know me. I love to do things the hard, long way. A couple extra clicks to get into this method is too much for me. I'd rather just keep going with brute force.
Out of a really inappropriate joke.
Say it, and we'll just bleep it out later. But with our luck, we'll forget it's in there, and then it'll get into YouTube.
Well, you were saying I like to do things the hard, long way, and I was going to say, so does your wife.
How would you know? Are these bags locked?
Because you won't stop bragging.
Right.
Maybe you scared off some subterranean snatcher.
Maybe. There's a locked barrel here too.
Yeah, it might have been related to some combat. They dropped it and then maybe forbid it. Whoop, here we go. The water's getting out of there.
Mechanisms down there. Is that from the pillar thing that held up the floor?
I think so, yeah. All right, hit to see if it's still set to pump. Okay, yeah, I think somebody just had to...
Needed a drink.
Yeah.
Couldn't just, poke his head down there.
Not when that giant corkscrew is spinning.
To construct a something just happened. Okay, someone was put to rest, not killed. Good. We have to wait till it hits a 1 there, actually.
Yeah.
We can prime it.
I think there's a floor there that it won't go through. Or maybe not. It says water. Claire, thanks for subscribing.
It might be over on the YouTube side.
Well, it's mighty fine of him anyway.
Yeah. Thanks, Claire.
It does appear to be on the YouTube side. So
Yes.
when they watch this later, Claire, we see you.
Not really see you, but we see your activity.
Yeah, we
We're
see and
watching.
appreciate your actions, which speak loudly. We don't see into your house or anything like that. At least I don't. I mean, Dirg, sometimes he'll disappear for hours, won't tell anyone where he is, and comes back wearing all black and a set of binoculars around his neck.
Yep.
And no explanation of where he was or what he's done, but you know, pretty sure that he's not watching you in your house.
Yep, that's what I do.
You mean not watching people? What you do is not watching people?
Yep.
Oh, good.
Mhm.
That's good. Yeah, because that would be creepy otherwise.
What am I doing?
I
Besides
was going to
watching
ask you the
people?
same thing.
We want to get a stairway down there.
I mean, sure. I think there's a ramp there, so if
Take
you
it
just took
down.
out the floor, so go up a lever, and yeah, take that floor out.
Then this would all be inaccessible.
They would be able to go down the ramp that's revealed,
Right?
because I think they're coming down that other stairwell, right? Oh no, they're coming down that one. It's all gotten very muddy.
We're coming down this one, I think.
Yeah. Okay. So then they'll be able to go down that ramp.
What was that?
Ooh, you're getting some
Cavern
cave
dwellers.
raiders.
What are these guys? Amphibian
Ooh.
mans. Many. There's at least 4.
Oh,
And a
there's
dead
probably
one.
more. They're usually ambushers. So now you can learn about civilian alerts. So I think we already assigned yep. So now everyone will drop what they're doing and head to that burrow you assigned. And it always stays on the queue menu. And I think when you have one turned on, it'll stay up even when you don't have the queue menu.
Okay. Is this a monster slayer or is this someone on? Yeah, just a monster
Yep.
slayer. Badly injured, are they? Slight pain. Keep going, my brother. Sister.
Left leg is cut open, but not bleeding, at least not, excessively. That's good.
Kicking butt. 2
Oh,
down.
yeah.
Possibly 3 down. No, there's still 3 up. Yeah,
There's
a
2
third.
down. Third.
Oh,
Yeah. The good times always come to an end.
they died doing what they loved.
Randomly wandering the caverns until they come to an untimely end.
One was fractured. That one's in bad shape. This one's also seriously injured.
Oh, and can't stand.
Yeah.
So that means that we're going to start seeing more of these. They'll probably be an annual or biannual force
So cage the perimeter walls.
Yeah, but later on they become pretty massive, like 40 or 50 counts. So I think getting some tunnels or ways to isolate them will be a good idea in the near future.
That's it.
All right.
Claim all our spoils.
Say that now. Pretty soon you're going to have so many spears you won't even know what to do with them all.
Smelt them.
Yeah. It got to a point where I was just starting to dump everything down a pit and built a whole hallway full of 10 out of 10 spear traps of just, I think a bunch were iron, a bunch were bronze. I just had so many spears, like hundreds of spears.
Steel shield.
Yeah.
Steel spear. So this is our workaround to the lack of flockstone.
Flux located. Comes in the form of amphibian men.
I'm working on the straw.
Yeah.
Oh, ghost. Okay. Okay, good. I thought they were stuck on that thing.
You will want to clear the civilian alert. Because right now they're still alerted.
I'm thinking.
Okay, that is shallow enough. And I think you started, yeah. Yeah, you can probably cancel it if you want.
So instead of
Yeah,
just
that,
making the stairway there.
um, I guess either or. Because we only need to do it once.
Right.
I think if you clear that floor, they'll have that ramp. Then we can dig that out a little more. All right. Real deep. And then remove that floor to the left, I think. Go up a level. Yeah,
You're
that
still
floor.
saying remove that floor, huh?
I think so, right? So they can get down that ramp? Because I don't know they're going
But
to build that stairwell because it goes through a
if
floor.
if we remove that floor, they won't have access to this whole area, though. Unless they come diagonally this way, I guess, maybe.
Yeah, they would.
Okay.
Via that diagonal. And it's just temporary anyway. We're just getting rid of it so they can get down there.
Just picture a water emergency happening.
No, we're very safe right now. I mean, you'll probably want to also build, what, a floodgate and a grate.
Then channel right here, maybe.
Yeah, you got it. As safe as dwarves ever are. Oh yeah, that far rightmost channel spot. Yeah, you got it.
Dead fish. Yeah. There's dead fish in there.
Maybe it got hit with a rock.
Maybe.
Drowning in water, in magma, in blood. In that order? You'd think it'd be water and then magma and then obsidian. But I don't think you need to worry about bleeding at that point. I'm pretty sure the magma will just go ahead and take all that blood right out from you.
Instantly evaporate.
Yeah. I think you can turn that pump off.
Oh. He's working on his arms. Gotta get those biceps swole.
Working on my fitness.
I feel like there was something else we were working on that I'm forgetting.
Is that the order of the deaths I remember? Water, sure. I think we did have a drowning dwarf. Magma, I don't think we had a dwarf fall in magma. I think we threw some goblins in there for sure.
We had a dwarf who gave his life to give us the power
that's
of lava.
Right. Yes. The unfortunate miner.
Is it Domast?
Yeah. Long live Domast. Go. The floor. Finally. All 20 frames. Throwing another tantrum, huh?
And left their backpack on the floor. It's probably got a bomb in it. See something, say something, right?
Yep.
No bomb.
Yeah, this is a military thing. We'll pick up a backpack and you'll want to do a clean owned in DFHack. So go to GUI launcher up at the top. And then type in clean owned or just clean and it should pop up on the right. You can click on it there. Clean owned space X.
SpaceX, huh? I'm going to blow up a rocket.
It's going to clean everything. Let's see. We'll confiscate and dump rotten items and owned food left behind on the floor. Okay, so take the X away and just do clean owned. So right now there's a bug where, yeah, see, it is going to confiscate items that are like tucked into a room that they shouldn't have, stuck in a backpack that they shouldn't have, because a dwarf, when they end their military duty, will pick up rations, and then when they're done, they'll just drop it. So it'll just sit there until it eventually rots.
Backpack disappeared already. Look away for 1 second. Bookshelves in.
People hanging out reading, getting their learn on. There's your bard, learning some new tunes.
I don't think there's any books in there.
They might all be in their hands right now. We don't have that many.
It's not going to be on the dog. Maybe. Right. Oh,
Do you read?
Dog blood.
Yeah, there we go.
The Denial and the Coming Troubles. This is a tube agate-bound codex. The written portion consists of a 34-page essay entitled The Denial and the Coming of Troubles, authored by Adel Tunalon. It concerns the denial of apprenticeship of the dwarf Adel Dormirers under the Barn Owl Man Slexmol Sigrinst in Glacial Link in the late spring of 31. Oh, it just got put on the bookshelf and picked up by someone else. The writing meanders somewhat, and just like me, and it occasionally changes topic abruptly, just like me. Overall, the prose is not awful, but it's not very good either, just like me. Wow. Autobiography. I must have written that.
Sounds like Dwarven fan fiction to me. This dwarf is like, "Oh, hello, Mr. Barn Owl Man.
Oh, no.
Teach me everything you know." The Barn Owl Man's like,
Not with that
"No."
voice.
Pretty soon, you're going to have to make a new guild hall for like some sort of furry con.
No shame.
Oh, I'm not shaming. I'm just saying they're going to be showing up.
Yep.
I mean, you've already got a goat person and a Wolverine person.
Oh, that's right.
Check out.
We needed the other guild hog for planters,
We do.
where they yell at us. Probably have to put in some silver blocks. Engrave
Yeah.
it all.
Check on that justice menu. See what those convicts got.
Still just the one 57 days. He's not in there yet.
Oh, it's the one's a kid. I wonder if he got pardoned for being under 18.
We haven't convicted him yet.
Oh, that's right.
This guy may have received some hammering, though.
Oh, yeah. Looks it looks like he got some hammering for sure.
Is that weirdest?
Yeah.
Let's see it. Cleared it off. Oh, well.
Well, as soon as he's done being treated, probably get hauled off.
Still hasn't been interrogated.
Oh, the captain of the guard might have too many other jobs.
As a bard?
I mean, I think they'll pick up other jobs. You might have to go and say, "Don't do anything else."
Id endo. Shh.
Yeah. You can do it from the dwarf menu. That might be easier.
Right here. Where do I find the harp to take him off of that?
I think go from the dwarf menu. I think that'll make it easier. Or at least it makes more sense to me.
What was his name?
Id. Endo Crush. There it is. So hit the magnifying glass. Go to labor. And then set that to the red hammer. Okay. He will only do assigned tasks, and he's assigned nothing. So he will only do his noble jobs.
He's assigned with the harp, though.
Yeah, I'll probably do that too.
Okay. Trust you.
All right, they dig out that straw.
That mushroom was fired from the corner of my eye.
Oh, you dug out that one section and added some openings.
What?
Go up a level. See that wall section's now open? Down 3 over to the right 2. That's the left. There you go.
Oh, here. Well, this is just going to be filled in with water anyway, right?
Yeah. And potentially invaders.
Yeah, I'll make it safe for you. Great.
I mean, I'd settle just for a good.
Sure. No. Locks creatures, allows passage of fluid. We don't need to be able to turn it on and off, right?
No.
Is the bucket coming down here? Okay.
Yep. Just to be safe,
Yeah.
remove this. Yeah, remove the slope there.
I'm gonna put a thing there. Give us 1, 2, 3.
I mean, it's going to get
deep.
constantly filled by the cavern, so.
Yep. Just making sure we have deep enough so that we're not getting the mud. Hey. Done. Again on this. After destroying that, put a wall in. After this gets done.
You could go up a couple floors. I think we removed a whole bunch of walls and stuff, so we can probably start walling all that stuff back in. Yeah, like here. Left quite a mess.
Yeah, you did. Jeez. This whole thing is open.
Just one floor away from being safe.
Set it to stop asking me each time.
Yeah, hit Z. And it was on manually. So you're searching now, sorry. So go ahead and choose yeah. So hit Z here, and it goes from manually to with filters, and you can give it a list or hit Z again. Should be last used. Yep.
Just fill it all out. I think that makes it secure. So that'll stop it from coming up. Closed. Yeah. Didn't impede the bucket. We did. There we go. Unpause. Get to work. What's
Build
going
that
on up
great.
here? Cages. Do we have a little battle going on up here? Some thrips, maybe? Or a tantruming person? Oh, save me.
Stop attacking us.
Wait. Tons of magma crabs.
Ooh.
That's not good. Deal with that some other day.
Yep, looks like one is caged. There we go. Here are the Thrips people.
Ooh. Hanging up on this poor guy. Nader of Icklistmuthier. He's kicking butt, though. Not injured yet, overexerted, though. Should we send in some help?
I think so.
I'm seriously injured. Unconscious, they got a good hit. Okay. To arms.
Yeah, all 6 of them.
The 2 of them.
I saw 4, but they might be stacked up or they might be just in another place entirely. I think you can do that box select across multiple levels.
Wasn't able to when I tried before, but that was back when we first started. Things may have changed. Let's see. That may have also fixed that. Yeah, he's not in red outline.
Okay. Oh, but you can add, it looks like.
It's same
That's
way.
interesting. Yeah.
This woman got caged. Well, it looks like that may have been a long time ago.
It was, yep. Yeah, we were talking about what to do because we couldn't dump them into the magma because they would fly away. So I think we were going to set up like a combat area or something.
Still kicking butt. Oh, jeez. It's quite the list. Wrist is mangled beyond recognition. Ankles also. Everything else looks like bruises, maybe a little bit of bones broken.
What a time for a save.
Could make it through it. Incredibly quick to heal. Very legible. Be a shame if we lost this guy.
Yeah. Practically a noble with all that artifacts.
Don't you become a legendary crafter of whatever type of crafting it is when you make an artifact?
That is correct.
Getting close to 10:30. I should start sending out all the armies. One to each goblin and human sight near us. We'll split them up like that.
You're so cruel.
Just testing the waters. See what we can bring back. Here comes a rescue party.
Ooh, one of those dwarves has trained a lot more than the other. They're in pursuit.
Just dropped. Saw his body go sideways.
Yeah. Oh yeah, minecart got thrown.
One left. Not that. It's
Oostooth.
slowly catching up on that 300 mark.
Yeah, a couple more kids and we'll be at 300. Although the enraged dwarves is increasing.
Yeah.
Up to 15.
That's all nice. Is that really the only way down to the the bottom? Oh,
There we go. Karma, baby.
novice pump operator.
Yeah, but it looks
Hey.
like they're actually here to stay.
Yep.
Civilian
Get the
alert.
These guys
You're sending out the Marks dwarves.
to here. Dancer.
Not for long.
Spy.
On some snatchers too, it looks like.
What are we looking at? Agitated alligators came in too. Wonder if they're with the goblins. Probably not. I think it would say hostile.
I think so.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6 ranged ones. 2 thieves. Are they still coming in? Doesn't. Oh, maybe. I think that's all of them. What are you kids doing? Why are you walking that direction? Oh, they're in combat. Good.
I think he told everyone to station inside. I'm not sure if that was your
I
intention.
did.
Okay.
But I think these guys, since they were coming this way, they saw the goblins and got into combat. Rescue them. I was trying to get them to, come in all at once instead of one by one.
Right.
It's like there was nothing to be worried about.
Is that all of them? I felt like there were more.
To reach the water.
I think they'll climb out eventually. But yeah, that's the immediate way to do it.
He's out. I was afraid we'd have another hot tub on our hands.
Yeah.
It's everyone except the skulkers.
Skulkers must have made a run for it.
Yep. They were spotted and dashed. Well, while they're topside, we may as well take care of these, right?
Sure.
Oh, these are giant alligators. I don't want to trap them. Use the leather.
You look like a new pair of boots.
Needs a new backpack.
Have you ever had alligator meat?
Oh. Tastes like chicken.
It does, kinda. It's like a little chewier, a little tougher. But yeah, it did taste like chicken.
It was when we went to Disney World in Florida.
Yeah, that's the same place I had it.
Not at Disney World, but
No,
during
I
that
also I also meant on the trip and not at Disney World. I'm pretty sure Disney does not serve alligator meat.
maybe in Hook's Resort.
Yeah, overall it feels off-brand
Oh,
for
I
them.
finally got him. Oh no.
I think it bit his head off.
Oh, it's the crossbow dwarves that are naked.
Yeah. Yeah, they don't if they see combat and they can get to it, they will absolutely rush it.
I think they're just not putting on a full set of armor yet. Yeah. Still haven't finished making it, I guess. You're dead. Dodge, dodge, dodge. Oh, there goes her intestines.
Yeah.
Oh man, Mark's dwarves again. The whole squad's gonna get there first.
We got it, guys. Come on.
Yeah. Here we go.
Who's giant now?
What's that? Oh, okay, it's just giving it a name. Thought someone was in a strange mood. That's cool though.
Yeah, I believe they get attack and comfort bonuses with it.
Yeah. 2 Mark's dwarves are chasing it.
Clearly not that agitated.
Not some good hits in, I think.
Oh, somebody got chomped.
Stomach is bruised. Just the leg cut open. Oh, a little more than that now.
Yeah.
Slowpokes. Oh, that's why they got there. They aren't wearing armor, so they're not getting slowed down by the weight. Good to know in the future, don't send the Mark's dwarves.
Yeah. I like to set up patrols, which we just didn't get to yet.
Would you handle that next time?
I'll do that.
It's like a good project.
Okay, looks like things are getting... Ooh, that's the same guy.
Cool. What was his name? Errol?
Yep.
Let's see if we can find him. There's a shield and a... This guy?
There you go. Yep.
He's a leader, too. Errol Umstiz. Oh, Sufferer.
One of the original.
I didn't know we had them in a group.
I think Errol was really upset, so he put him in combat to like weaponize him.
Yeah. Should we make him become the missing noble champion?
I have no idea what champion does.
I don't either.
I don't know if it does anything right now. Let's figure out what it is first before we promote
Okay.
somebody into.
Some eggs to forbid. Oh, they already are. Civilian alert.
See if those grates got built. And we can channel that out and get that water flowing.
These. Did not get built yet. I believe they don't need to craft it. I think they just take the bars down there and make it on spot when you do that one.
Yeah, I think it's different from the grate. I think you're right.
You would have the P if we were waiting on it. So someone just doesn't have access. Oh, because we've been in citizen alerts all this time.
Oh, yeah, I'll do it too.
One thing after another.
See if we can promote the task. I know you can promote some of them.
How'd you do
I think
that?
it's under the Y. For the... And then go to tasks. Second tab over on the top. Doesn't look like it's going to have a promote, but it would be in here.
It's opened up. Maybe we'll get someone down there quickly. Still have to build those 2 walls. We're still getting some combat. Oops. I'm finding all the dead people. Wait, all the dead people. They killed more than I thought they did. Yeah. Over here. Oh, Thrips. I bet it was them and not the goblins.
I guess the goblins just softened them up.
Yep. Got one.
Thrips came to finish the job.
The auto slapping is going to take care of that, right?
Yep.
Nice. This all got smooth. Yeah, gotta keep up with this too. I need this to be a guild hall, I think. Agreed to build a guild hall. So 2,000.
Oh, you're close. A little over halfway.
Yep, that's just with smoothing it out. So let's construct some silver block floors, I guess.
Sure. And you want to change that from last used. So go to global settings because I can see where you're going. Global settings there, and then you could say folders off.
Bars are off, okay. So it would take the...
It would take silver, like, yeah. So now it's just blocks and logs. Just hit escape. And then hit Z to change it to filters. There you go. With filters. Okay, that's all 9.
Hopefully that's enough. If not, we'll throw an artifact in there.
You might be able to just engrave the silver. Should
Yeah.
boost its value pretty good.
The other projects were halfway through that I probably shouldn't leave.
Maybe check on the leather creation.
Leather creation or the armor?
The leather armor that was being created.
So working on 10 leather armor. And leggings, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
I think leather gauntlets. They aren't already on there. I guess gloves.
Gloves. It's boots, glove. I think that's it, right?
Yep.
Should at least get us one full set. And we can automate that later.
There you go. They're already putting in the floor.
Oh, nice. Click on this at least. Engrave. Is there a mass unsuspend?
Yes. In fact, we're going to do something better. So hit the tilde or back kick and start typing in. We use the GUI version. So GUI / suspend. Just start typing in. There you go. Click on that and enter. All right. Hit Control E. So this is going to turn on Suspend Manager. This will keep enabling jobs that get suspended. And it will also prevent blocking jobs. So what that means is if you build walls with like a corner, it will intelligently block or suspend.
Or put them in the right areas.
Yes. So it'll suspend the surrounding walls until the corner is built, and then it'll unsuspend the adjoining walls so that the corner definitely gets built.
I have to do that manually, and then I always forget to go back to it.
Yep.
So it takes
This is
twice
one of
as
my
long to get a project done.
Yep. This is one of my favorite tools. Yeah, it's smart. Right click, and it'll get out of there. I have to click it and then right click.
Yep.
Cool. Yep, so they all highlighted. Yeah, it is smart. It's one of my favorite things.
Allergies kicking in. I don't want to have to blow my nose because I can't hold the mute button down. It's just gonna rip down my chin. I'll get a little tissue under me like a little catch bin.
I mean, you could maybe pause it and take care of that. It's cool. I'm
I'm
patient.
a loud nose blower. I would pity anyone who has their headphones on listening to us while we're being quiet, and then suddenly Dirg blows his nose and blows their heads up.
For the YouTube stream, I can just replace it with like horn honks or something.
You would too. The little clown horns.
Maybe replace it with like a really loud belch or something.
This is getting filled up pretty quick.
Well, they're getting a whole lot of plump helmets and cave wheat down there.
Should expand this a bit or turn it into a quantum stockpile.
I haven't had great luck with food quantum stockpiles. I think you can, but I haven't done much with it. One of the things I do know is, you could try that combine if you want to try and combine things together. But I do know that as brewers get better, they will actually be able to produce more units of alcohol. So instead of taking an entire barrel for like 13 units of booze, they'll be able to fill a barrel with 100 units from one brewing session.
It's cool.
Yeah.
Okay. I think that we are probably in a good spot now. Let me check the guild hall. View.
Already engraved.
10 shy. Okay, we hit it. Cool. So that's done. And you got the caravan here.
Oh, I guess they can't get to the site for some reason.
Maybe the rail's blocking it.
Oh, yeah. The rails, when they got built, are probably blocking it now. Yep, they are. I can see why. Well, gonna hollow out the side.
Still 3 wide. That's good.
Yep. Go one more out. I think it needs to be, to the left, too. Yeah. Yeah, that feels good. Mm-hmm. Oh, you didn't even see the build tool yet. All right, one last thing.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, and you can pause it too if you want, but I think it's GUI/design. And enter. So this is the design tool. You can choose with Z the shape that it's going to make, whether or not you're going to be able to transform it afterwards. So you can click the points and then drag them around. Invert will swap things around. B will allow you to stop placing. So you could draw something and then you'll have that shape and then you can reproduce it. And then you can also choose the mode. So right now it's in dig mode, but you could also have it in floor mode or build walls mode. Or if you have it in construct, you can have it build walls on the outside and fill the center with floor.
Interesting.
It'll also do circles and lines. Go through the shapes there.
What did I do? Ellipse, rows, diagonal, line, reform, rectangle, ellipse.
Yep.
Cool. There's a lot you can do with that.
Yeah, with the line, you can also like draw multiple lines. Or with freeform, it's like in, paint where you'd like use the tool to like draw a goofy circle and it would just connect the dots. Same concept. So you can make some really organic looking shapes that you can then paste around.
Play with that off screen sometime. Get familiar with it.
Yeah. It took a little getting used to, but it's powerful.
Cool. Remind me later to set my mute button to toggle.
Dirk, later you should set your mute button to toggle.
Yeah, thanks.
You're welcome. That
would help.
That's what I'm here for.
I'm gonna have a crusty mustache.
No one likes a crusty mustache.
No. Okay. On that note, thanks for watching. I need to blow my nose.
All right. I need to go watch a Keanu Reeves movie. Is that who that is? Keanu Rhodes?
Rooms?
Reeves. That's it. Keanu Reeves.
Good night.
Good night, everyone.